So what we're seeing right now is direct speech to indirect speech. In other words, when you convert dialogue is direct speech, okay, with the inverted commas and everything. And indirect speech is when you are referring to something, okay, you're repeating about something by someone else. So for example, let's take a look at the example on the screen here. Okay, the question is, Mark said, what is Johnny doing tomorrow? Okay, so if I were to convert it to indirect speech or reported speech, I need to take note of two things. What is the tone? Okay, here we have a very generic word, said. Said can be any tone, right? But the punctuation mark says question mark. So a better answer, okay, you can also say Mark said what? Okay, but because it is a what question and because it ends with a question mark, it would be better to write Mark asked. Okay, what else? What Johnny would be doing the following day. Okay, so direct speech to indirect speech, a lot of the words we need to convert. So tomorrow needs to change to the following day. And that's the entire list that we're seeing down here. Okay, what about the tense? What is Johnny doing tomorrow? We are using present tense, talking about the future. But when you're referring to it by someone else, okay, this dialogue has already happened. This line has already been said. That is why we're using past tense here, would be. Okay, but we are also talking about the future. Okay, and that's why we are using would be doing the following day. Okay, and then the list here, I'm just going to run through very quickly. Okay, now we need to change to then. Today, we need to change to that day. Tomorrow, we need to change to the next day. Yesterday, we need to change to the previous day. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, so there's a general trend of this to that, now to then. Okay, these to those, ago to before, come to go, must, had to, soon is the only word that we don't change. Okay, once again, I know a lot of details here. I still want you to focus on the big picture first. Okay, there is a need to convert some of the time-related words. Okay, so tomorrow, today, this, ago, all these words need to be converted. Second thing, pay attention to the tense. Okay, last thing, pay attention to the tone. So that's direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, once again, here are some example questions. Okay, the first one here is, I have been preparing all evening for my presentation tomorrow, commented Ben. Okay, because the way in which this comment was said is already given to you, just follow. Okay, don't need to, Miss Lee said the tone matters, I need to change the word. Okay, no need. All right, so Ben commented that he, once again, the tense changes because the dialogue already happened. I have been changed to he had been. I changed to he, have changed to had. Okay, all evening for his presentation, tomorrow changed to the next day. Another question here, I wouldn't know how to tackle this problem if I hadn't your guidance, confessed Jane. Once again, you keep the word confess. Jane confessed that, okay, remember the word that, sometimes students miss it out. She wouldn't change to would not know how to tackle the problem if she did not have his guidance. Okay, if I hadn't your guidance, change it to did not have. Because here we don't know who you refers to, so we use the word his, okay, just generically. All right, so here is a quick summary because I think this is probably the most content-heavy part. Okay, we have the types of questions here, unless, which is conditional, either or, neither nor, despite. Okay, pay attention to unless and despite, you need to change the adjective to the noun form. No sooner had than, okay, they're happening around the same moment or one after the other. With questions, pay attention to the subject. Who and whom, remember the difference. Okay, who is the subject, whom is the object. As well as, you need to pay attention to just the first subject. Not only, but also, both of them need to be the same positive or same negative. Before or after, take note of the tense. In case, okay, that's how you replace less questions. Okay, then direct indirect speech, as I said, here are the words you need to change. Last but not least, general rule of thumb. Okay, grammar, subject-verb agreement. Okay, so this is just a general overview. There are a lot more nuances, but for now, just know that singular verb needs to follow singular noun. Plural verb needs to follow plural noun. Either or, neither nor is a singular noun.